Today, we're going to talk about optimization strategies. One of the smartest way and really the easiest way for you to increase the conversion rate of your landing page is by focusing on optimization strategies. And we're going to talk about 4 simple strategies that you could deploy today. And these strategies are really easy for you to do. The first one, it takes a while to implement, but once you get it, geez, it will significantly increase everything. I'm talking about you making $200,000 all the way to about $300, $400, even $1 million a month without spending a single cent on ads. And I'm not just making these numbers. These are real results from the clients that we've worked with. And if you watch this video to the end, you'll get to know exactly what the strategy is and how you can implement it in your business. Let's jump right into it. One of the first things I think most creators or business owners generally should focus on to improve their overall conversion rate on their landing page is their offers. Now, I've said this more than enough times now that it will almost be like, oh, damn, not again. But I tell you, if you fix your offer, it fixes literally everything else. There's a guy named Alex Hormozi. He wrote a book called The $100 Million Offer. And in that book, he laid out exactly what goes into creating an offer that's really good. But guess what? To prove that all the principles that he laid out in that book are so good that it could work for literally anything, he launched a book recently. He made over $106 million in 72 hours. Earning him the Guinness World Record for the fastest selling non-fiction book in history, using the principles here. That's why this is so important. Your offer needs to be so good, people feel stupid saying no. And there's an easy way for you to optimize your offer. And for those who are confused, what is an offer? I mean, I have a product, does that make it an offer? Offer is just how do you package your product to deliver it to your audience that it sounds, man, this is really good, I need to get it today. And this comprises of you having like layers of things behind your original product to make your product have a much higher perceived value. There's a formula for this in that book. And we've gone ahead to take out the basic principles in that book, put it into an AI tool that would help you just come up with a really significant offer. All you need to give it is your product, who your audience are, and it'll whip up one of the best offers for you. The link is in the description below. Just check it out. Click on it. It's going to ask you your name, your email address. And this is just so we know exactly where to send your details to. And that will help you fix the first thing to get done to improve the conversion rate of your page. Now, the second one, which I think is really significant, it takes perhaps maybe less than 5 minutes to do, but people just never do them, which is testing. You also want to split test the copy or the buttons or the things, the elements in your landing page on a more consistent base. And let me explain how this works, because a lot of people want to do this, but they do this wrongly. And let me show you exactly how to do this right. There's something called the above the fold. So above the fold is that part of the landing page or whatever page, so it could be a sales page or whatever, that part of the page where people always see without scrolling down. Statistically, we have 100% of people see that page, but only 60% of people will ever scroll below the page. And this tells you something. It means that if you spend most of your time optimizing this top section, you would get most of the results that you want in your business. And one of the things are mostly in the top section of that page. Let me show you exactly what is there. It is basically the headline, the image or video, button, and testimonials. These are usually the only elements you will find in the top section of your page. So this means that if you change the headline or you change the video or the image or the button or the testimonials, you would have the most result in the conversion rate of your landing page. So here's how we do it within our business and for most of our clients. Each week, we swap out the headline with a different headline. Test out a different objection or a different pain point in the headline, and then let it run for a week or 2 weeks, depending on the amount of traffic that usually comes to your landing page. So ideally, you want to have a minimum of about 1,000 visits hit your page before you start flipping things around. That's a number that the statistics make sense for you to start optimizing around. So you change it, wait for a week, and see how the result pans out. If you see an increment, you keep it. Then you make a different split test for the next week, and then you try it out. Maybe this time, what you swap out is the video. Or if you have an image, you change the image with another image that maybe has an emotional pull for your audience. Or maybe you swap out the video and create a different VSL script that gets to the meat of exactly what you're offering. And the week after that, you change the call to action button or the testimonial. Bottom line is this: if you keep doing this week after week after week, listen, we have about 52 weeks in a year. Imagine compiling 52 changes every week. This is going to lead to a significant improvement in your overall conversion rate. This is why this strategy is significantly good. Listen, there's a particular client we're working with right now. The headline goes something like this: how you can start your own AI agency to make about $20,000 a month in just 3 days. And then it goes without you having the technical skills or you knowing how to build a business. And then the offer ran and it did really well. About 4% on our conversion. It's a low ticket offer. We charge about $50 for this particular offer. But guess what? What we did, this exact same strategy that we just highlighted for you, we did a split test and then we swapped the headline out. One of the things we began to see is that even though the challenge was 3 days, people don't actually get the result, which is for them to generate up to $20,000 a month in their agency. They can't get it in 3 days. However, we give them all the information, the tools, the setup, everything they need to go out there and generate that result. And by and large, it takes about 90 days or less for people who go through that particular program to get that result. So then we swapped out the headline to say exactly that. And guess what? The conversion rate went through the roof. I'm talking about 20% in uplift of the conversion that we've got just by changing a single headline. But check this out. We also made a different change the following week, and this gave us another 25% on top of that. We did another change again, and that gave us a 5%, and then we keep stacking that. Guess what? By the time you add up all the conversions you got, plus the initial 20%, what do you think that resulted? And this is why doing tests the right way matters more than you think. And by implementing it the way we structured it out like this, will give you the most result that you can ever think of, just by following this principle. Now, here's the third one. It is doing the market research, right? It's doing the market research. And I know most people just do this once and then they let go. No. You want to pass the whatever prompt you use, but we use Perplexity in our business. Bottom line is that you want it to go out there and look for the voice of the customer. That's the most important thing. Let it go to Reddit. Let it go to YouTube comment. That's also good. Let it go to Trustpilot, that place where we can find reviews of people who have gone through your program, not just your program, your competitors' program. And listen, what are they saying about those products? What are their complaints about? What is the most important pain point they're going through? Get those information. Those are the information that will serve as the data you need to know what improvements you need to make on the headline, the testimonial, the call to action, or even the video itself. Now, the fourth one. Now, this is the one I said that it's really good. It takes a long time to implement, but once you get it, man, it will significantly improve your business without you needing to spend even a single cent on ads. And what is it? It is you building your own audience. Simple. We've worked with a lot of creators and personal brands and people who have huge audience on YouTube, even on Instagram, TikTok. And I tell you, we've ran campaigns, webinar funnels, we've ran book a call funnels where the back end was selling as much as $5,000 to $10,000 product. And the seed audience for all that offer is coming straight from the audience that they've had. Granted, they spent maybe about 6 months building that channel. Some, maybe they even spend about 3 years building it, right? But here's why this is really important. When you have your offer directed to the people who have spent 6 months up to a year just listening to you, giving them value, your entire conversion rate on your landing page really is not even about how good your copy is at that point. It's just really just say, hey, I have this product, click on this link and go get it. And a lot of people will pile into that landing page. And guess what? It even wouldn't be about how good the copy is or how amazing the page looks. It's just because you've spent 6 months to a year building trust. They already know that you can deliver on whatever offer you're putting in front of them. And this, my friend, is how you can improve the overall conversion rate in your landing page, just by putting these 4 elements in place. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next one.